Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we're talking Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe. And Stephen A. Smith has got to be the biggest hypocrite, y'all. He has got to be the biggest hypocrite. What has happened? What has he done? What is tea, right? Y'all, he went on Big Boy Show and had the audacity. Now, listen, when, it is Stephen A., who has been in this journalist game for how long? For how many decades, right? You can always, say, hey, I prefer not to comment. I prefer not to answer this question. I prefer to say no. What do I always say over here? The best response is no response. The best response is no response, especially if you know matters are going to get worse if you do respond. But that's not Stephen A. If you still want to ask him about the LeBron and Bronny stuff, he is willing to talk about it more than ever. Like LeBron says, the Taylor Swift tour of it all. But now with the Shannon Sharpe scandal of it all, right? Because he is the main one who was like, I recruited Shannon Sharpe. I went to bat for him to be on ESPN and da-da-da-da-da. He now has the audacity, y'all, to get on Big Boy's platform, and this is my issue. You get on these black podcasts and you want to act down, you want to act hood, you want to act ghetto, you want to act like you down with the cause, you down with the people, and all of this and all of that. But then you want to get back on your YouTube and it's Mr. Corporate. It's Mr. Corporate all the time. So he goes to Big Boy, y'all, and says he does not like how Shannon Sharpe is being disrespected basically by other podcasters, and that people are laughing at his demise and clowning his demise. No, Monique, listen, Monique, she has every right at her comedy show to turn down for what? like for what? She has every right on her comedy special to add in her set on her tour or on her shows to be like, listen, looky here, I told Shannon Sharpe to his face to leave them alone. The receipts are receipting. She went viral. There's no issue there. She just needs to let go of this Tyler Perry and Oprah thing because they're not going to apologize. But she told Shannon Sharpe to his face what type of time some of these women be on, and that he needed to leave the young girls alone. He needed to date age-appropriate women and everything else. He don't need to be out here in these streets trying to keep up with these young girls. And he got. But Stephen A. had the audacity to say on Big Boy's platform, y'all, that people, have been trying to take Shannon Sharpe down since the success of his Club Shay Shay interview with Cat Williams. Are you including yourself, Stephen A.? Are you including yourself? Because I believe now your YouTube has 1 million subscribers. Last I checked. So are you including yourself? See, this is the conversation that people don't want to have, and that is in regards to the silent competition and competitive nature a lot of people have. A lot of people pretend that they're rooting for everybody. They want to see everybody succeed. They want everybody black to succeed, da-da-da-da-da. But the explosion of pop culture, of how quickly Shannon Sharpe was able to transcend from just being an analyst, a sports analyst, to now venturing into pop culture territory, to venturing into other territories with the success of Club Shay Shay and Nightcap, it pissed a lot of people off. And in particular, it pissed a lot of athletes that already had existing podcasts, like All the Smoke and others. and others. They were throwing slick shade. They were throwing slick shots at Shannon Sharpe and everything else. And they were calling him the next Wendy Williams if he was trying to be the Wendy Williams of YouTube. They tried it. They were all jealous, Stephen A. So he's trying to say that this is the reason that they're all basking this in and this and that. But here is the hypocrisy of it all. Stephen A., you aired everything out. You spilled all the tea and then tried to backtrack. Make it make sense. All of this got escalated because of you. You were the first one to get on your platform, Stephen A., when, the lawsuit even was just announced. This was even before, by the time you got to your YouTube, I think at that point, Shannon Sharpe did that ridiculous statement and everything else, and they released some text messages, which was idiotic. But it was already bad for Shannon Sharpe. You got on your platform, you got on your YouTube, and at first you were like, oh yeah, Shannon Sharpe's my boy. I recruited him to be on ESPN, da-da-da-da-da. And then towards the end of the video, you were like, oh yeah, the big boss at Walt Disney gave me permission to say this in the video. The big boss at Walt Disney told me that they are aware of Shannon Sharpe's lawsuit. They are aware of everything that has taken place and all the activity, and they are monitoring the situation closely. And although First Take is my show and we've been number one for X amount of years, and I've been in ESPN since da-da-da-da-da, I do not make the hiring or firing decisions. Oh, you laid all of that out for us, Stephen A. You said, although I'm one of the executive producers on the show, I don't make the hiring and firing decisions as it pertains to Shannon Sharpe, but I'm here to tell you it's about to get worse. So you already knew the tea. You already knew that he was done at ESPN. Why are you trying now to play and act different on Big Boy's channel? Make it make sense. You laid everything out in that video that Shannon was done at ESPN. You just said it in a corporate way above people's heads, but I caught what you said. I interpreted what you said. Because if Walt Disney is wind of this, is wind of an SA lawsuit, and for $50 million, and, Shannon Sharpe's genius attorneys decide to release text message, and the genius attorney decides to tell TMZ that they had offered a $10 million settlement, and they're mad that this lawsuit came behind their back, we already knew what was coming next. And that was the end of Shannon Sharpe being on ESPN. And you warning us that it was going to get better. And so then after you got dragged by a bunch of YouTubers for not having Shannon Sharpe's back the way that you had Jay-Z's back, the way when those allegations came out against Jay-Z, you vehemently debunked them. You vehemently denied that there was no way this ever happened. Jay-Z was a personal friend of yours, da-da-da-da-da. You did not have that same energy as Shannon Sharpe. In fact, you did a follow-up video basically saying, even though Shannon Sharpe vehemently denies the allegations, I am going to, I'm not going to discount what the accuser said. And I'm not going to discount all this stuff that keeps coming out from both sides, that is very bad and that it is going to get worse and da-da-da-da-da. And then you took a moment to pat yourself on the back for not being involved in any scandals like this and wanted to pride yourself that how many years you'd been working at ESPN except for 2 years that you were not there, and how you just have this glowing record as if you've never said or done problematic things on your platforms. Nothing that's ever been misogynistic, nothing that has ever been hypocritical, nothing. You've just been the perfect angel. No. No, you may have not had what's happened to Shannon Sharpe, but you have had some faux pas. And then the thing, now that you're all political and everything else, but even before you allegedly wanting to run for president, you were all over Fox News, bashing the black community, bashing Democrats, everything. Saying that black people identify with Trump because they're criminals too. Make it make sense. And then tried to walk it back 2 or 3 different times, but still saying the same thing. So no, Stephen A., you are the reason why things are escalated the way they are beyond measured, but you're being the biggest hypocrite of all because you were the one that was basking in his demise. Yes, we heard the alleged rumors, courtesy of Matt Barnes, allegedly, that Shaq was trying to take down Shannon Sharpe. And if you had any type of rumors, well, they specifically were looking for DL rumors. But this'll do too. This'll do too. Even though negotiations were since February regarding a settlement, this type of scandal will do too. Anything that's going to take him off ESPN, because guess who's going to be coming to ESPN? Shaquille O'Neal, the Inside the NBA crew next season. But Stephen A is ESPN's $100 man and everything else, and the audacity to try to call out the podcasters. Listen, podcasters, YouTubers, content creators, whatever. Everybody's got a job to do. And you can't force people to just like people because you like people, or force people to turn a blind eye to Shannon Sharpe because that's your boy. Because it's not like you turned a blind eye. You hit your button and got messy. You're the one that did multiple videos on Shannon Sharpe. You're on your own press tour about Shannon Sharpe the same way you were on the press tour about LeBron. But it's the audacity for me. It's the hypocrisy for me, because you're the one that lit the flame. You're the one that was letting us know that ESPN was going to be coming down hard on Shannon Sharpe. And Shannon Sharpe had to get in front of it of himself, talk about he was taking some time away from his family. When is that happening? Because he's been on Nightcap every night. the Club Shay Shay interviews are still coming out on every Wednesday. What vacation is he talking about? There was none. There was none. It was all a lie. ESPN sat him down and told him, you better make an announcement or we're going to make one. And you gave us the preview, Stephen A. Because you basically said, you, speaking for the company, did not like how Shannon Sharpe and his lawyers were responding. And I said in a previous video that had Shannon Sharpe not respond, the best response is no response. ESPN would have finagled a way to keep him, like they finagled a way to keep him after that Instagram SEX live video that he claims he did not press the button on. Make sense. But you're not going to gaslight us, Stephen A. We know the role that you played, and having the audacity to try to blame this on other YouTubers and other podcasters and other content creators is a cop-out, and it is a projection. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.